Tonight on Last Chance Kitchen, it's an epic two-part battle. Fresh from a sudden death defeat, Jim takes on reigning champ Sylvia. Only one will move on to battle Jamie, the first competitor in Top Chef history to have given up immunity.
It's the right thing to do.
This is Last Chance Kitchen, brought to you by Hidden Valley Ranch.
Going home in a sudden death quick fire is not really the way I wanted to go. It's painful, but I'm definitely gonna fight as long as I can in Last Chance Kitchen.
Hey, Jim.
Hello.
Welcome to Last Chance Kitchen. Is there any chef that you'd rather not compete against?
No, I'm ready to compete against any one of them.
Okay, let's see who you're competing against.
Oh.
Hey, Sylvia, welcome back.
Jim is there. I would never expect him. I thought he's gonna go really far. I think he's a great chef, but I think I can beat Jim. It's gonna be tough.
You said that like you were surprised to see Sylvia.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm glad that she's here. I really wasn't sure who to expect to see, but
Well,
you
you'll
know.
see everybody now.
Yeah.
Here they come.
Jimbo.
Hello.
So, Jim, during your sudden death quickfire, all three of you had to decide on a dish, and you threw out steak and potatoes.
I was really playing the game to see if any of the chefs would bite on something that was harder to do.
Steak and potatoes. No beef Wellington?
No beef Wellington.
How about a
tartare.
steak and fried onion rings, or steak and onion rings?
No, steak tartare.
I was proud of what I served.
Okay.
I felt like I had been doing really well in all of the competitions so far. I had just made, there had been one or two hiccups along the way, but I felt like I had a lot more to give.
Do you wish you actually chose steak and potatoes?
Yes.
Perfect.
There you go.
Here we go.
For this challenge, we want to turn back time and see what you've made had you decided to make steak and potatoes. Now, steak and potatoes are a staple on so many menus, but there's so many ways you can mess up a steak. You have 25 minutes. Your time starts now.
We have 25 minutes and it's not a lot of time to cook a steak. So I grabbed the New York strip ribeye because I want the faster one to cook.
There's a nice selection of steaks, and I go for the big bone-in porterhouse. I know it'll be difficult to cook a giant steak in that amount of time, but I'm pretty confident I can get it done. Did you see lemons in there?
Come on, guys. There's no talking back there. Let's get it going. Guys aren't friends. You're warriors.
I'm confident with steak and potatoes. I have a steak and potatoes in my restaurant. Usually I use salsa verde, but I was eliminated in the barbecue challenge because the color of my salsa verde was brownish, so I don't want to do the same error.
That's $5 too, dude.
Go ahead.
There she is. Go, Sylvia. You
Go,
got it.
go! This is a really difficult matchup for me because Sylvia is an incredible powerhouse of talent. But I also love Jim. He's got amazing flavors, and I also think Jim has a lot of technical know-how. Maybe I'm rooting for Sylvia, but I love you, Jim.
20 minutes left.
Jim, did you take all the butter? He got all the butter.
It's his strategy.
I was a vegetarian for 10 years. I was meat-free. It's hard to be vegetarian in Alabama. People love their meat in the state. When I decided to allow meat back into my diet, I went to my favorite restaurant and I ordered literally like every piece of meat on the menu. So, I've been eating meat ever since.
Jimbo, what kind of potatoes are you using, man?
I'm using fingerlings.
Cool. Sylvia, what type are you using?
Fingerling.
Fingerling. Would you grill your steak or sear it? I sear it every time.
I'm making 2 steaks because if you burn the steak, you don't have time for another one. I want to be safe. Hey, there is my stuff inside. You can use your fryer.
Yeah, it's set on 150.
Sylvia, elbow him next time he does that.
Yeah, don't move my temperature. Do you have more butter for me?
Butter? Here, you need some?
Yeah, there is just that. Leave it. Thank you.
No problem.
Nice one. 15 minutes left, guys.
What's that, Sylvia?
I'm doing a arugula pesto.
Ooh.
Don't put the peppers in.
It's gonna turn brown if you keep it like that.
9 minutes.
Hey, Jim. Nice looking steak.
It is.
What are you doing with it?
Luckily, nothing with that one. The one I'm serving using the oven right now. Seared in the pan, a little bit of oil and butter. I'm gonna serve it with some onions. I got the potatoes.
All right.
Thank you, Chef.
Sure.
This is gonna be a classic approach to a classic dish. Steak and potatoes. I'm gonna just execute it well, season it right for Tom, and get it done.
You doing, Sylvia? Got your steaks. So you like grilling steaks?
In this case, yes.
So what do you have in potatoes?
I'm cooking also with some beef stock, make a little stock from it. And then I'm doing arugula and bell peppers for the sauce.
It's not a good color, is it?
The color's from the pepper, chef. Okay?
Got it, okay. Jim, you're making French fries, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right.
In order to make good fried potatoes, you really need to blanch the potatoes in oil first, pull them out, and then deep fry them a second time at a higher temperature.
You know, at first I thought it might have been a bit of bad luck that my fryer was turned down really low initially, but it's actually a little bit of good luck.
Yeah, I think it's good luck.
I'm learning from my past mistake. That's why I changed idea and I ran to get another Vitamix to make another pasta.
You're like really fast.
No peppers this time.
There you go, there you go. Yeah. 4 minutes.
You got there, Jim. What do you think? Medium rare?
Yeah.
So you got 4 minutes. Plenty of time.
By the time I'm slicing my first steak, I realize it's not medium rare, it's medium. I'm using my backup, but I don't know if I have enough time to sear it in the right way.
2 minutes.
When I slice it, all of those juices stay nice and firm in there. I feel really great about my plate. Everything has turned out exactly the way that I wanted it to. I think this is a winning dish.
30 seconds.
I feel the second one is medium rare, is perfect.
Let's go, guys. Push, push.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, good work, guys.
Good job, good job.
Good work, good work.
Sylvia,
Hi, chef.
what do we have?
We have a grilled New York ribeye with some finger roasted potatoes and salsa verde and some blue potato chips.
So you made a change. You were going to do peppers and then you stopped.
For the color, because in my elimination challenge, I guess some comment about the color of the salsa verde, I thought I could not give you again a weird salsa verde color, so I make a change.
Thank you.
Thank you, chef.
Hey, Jim.
Hello, chef.
You had such a big piece of steak, and this is it?
Well, you know, I know you said you were hungry, but, you know, a few good slices on there, a couple potatoes, some charred onions for you. The sauce has basil, arugula, a little bit of oil.
Why you slice it so thin?
You know, I thought it would work well with the presentation of the plate.
Okay. Why don't you guys taste each other's dish? I left a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
How similar are our plates, huh?
Yes.
So obviously there's a lot at stake here.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here all night. Tip your bartenders. Sylvia, I thought that your steak was a little undercooked. Also, it was cooked a little unevenly. Jim, I thought your steak was roasted nicely. I just thought it was sliced way too thin. Best thing about a piece of steak is cutting into it and chewing it. And you get these thin slices, it's like sliced roast beef. I thought the garnish is obviously a very similar dish. 2 green sauces, 1 almost brown sauce, but you changed that. Potatoes, very similar. Sylvia, I found that your potatoes were over-seasoned. Jim, it's nice that you put a piece of arugula on there, but you didn't season it. It's just a piece of arugula. You know, everything should have a purpose on the plate. And so, again, 2 good dishes, but little misses here and there. One dish just stood out a little bit better balanced, and I just enjoy eating it more, and that would be Jim's.
Thank you, chef. Congratulations.
Sorry, Sylvia. You can leave the kitchen. Thank you.
It's fine. Thank you. I'm a little down. I mean, I want really to win. I remember watching Top Chef back in Italy, and it was crazy how it influenced my life. I'm happy to get until here and to get the chance also to Tom to know me better.
All right, Jim, that's 1. 6 more and you're back in.
6 more.
And guess what? The next competition is going to start right now. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Now, I bet you weren't expecting that.
No.
Why?
Well, first of all, he had immunity.
He had immunity.
Okay, he had
There you go.
immunity. And
Wow.
that's sort of the last person I expected to come walking through the door.
What is going on?